Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm called Frankina and I'm driving. So basically my office is in the car because I'm from one site to another, from one client to another, from office to wherever. I'm always on the road. From the time I leave home up to the time I retire, yeah? So today you're working with me. I just want to take you through what I do as a lady in the real estate industry. Yeah? So I work for a developer, a condominium developer, yeah, and my title is post handover. What is my title? My title is handover and post sales operations. Yes, that's my title. I'm sorry, my bosses. My title is handover and post sales operations at a certain condominium developer whom I want to mention. And I love my work. I love real estate. Real estate is something, it's not just a job to me, but it's fun, yeah? I just love real estate. It's one of those things I do. I'm one of those people who love what they do. So I love real estate with all the passion. And the thing about real estate is the work I do. The thing about the work I do is I normally come in at the point when construction is almost done, yeah? You know, construction, once you start building a house, and in this case, our houses are, I think the least we have ever built were 12 units, yeah? We built, actually there were 2 projects going on concurrently. That is 12 units plus 14. Yeah, that is 26 in total. I think those are the least we have ever built number of units, yeah? Normally we do 30 units and above, yeah? And then normally we do 30 units and above. Above means up to even 70s, up to 80s, up to 90s units, yeah? So with the developer, as I've told you, my job is handover and post sales operations. So I handle everything after sales. I handle the clients, make sure they receive their units, their condo units, the right condo unit they have bought. Make sure that their units are taken care of, like they are finished well. The finishing has to be really good. Everything is working well, the toilets, the sockets, basically a ready to move in unit, yeah? The paint are well done and all that kind of thing. So basically that's what I do. So that is me, and this is one of those properties that we have just concluded. It's about 88% completed, and it's the one we are going to look at today because it's the one I'm working on currently. So let's go in and see what our engineers have done for us, yeah? So here I am with my books and pens. When I hold my books and pen, just know it's serious work. So let's go inside one of these units and see what the inside of it looks like. This is the outside, of course, but let's see what exactly the inside of the units look like. So come with me so that we can check out the results. So this is the inside of the unit. This is a unit that I've worked on. If you saw this unit before I came in, it was terrible. The paint was upside down. Everything was in terrible shape. But now this is ready for handover. This unit is now ready. Basically, what I need to do is to contact the client, the owner of the unit, and they come and take their keys. Yeah, because it's perfect. The paint is beautiful. Everything is in place. So, of course, as I'm checking the units, the engineers have to be with me so that in case there is some errors, I give them and they work on those errors. You get. So, inside the tiles are clean. Everywhere is just perfect. So what is missing is just calling the client, the owner of the unit, and they come and take handover of their unit. But before it was in this state, let's see how I normally do my final checkings, yeah? Because I first check before I hand over to the client. Let's have a look how I do the checkings. So this is a unit that has a few things to correct. In this room, this is the maid's room bathroom. It's a little bit smaller. It's a maid's room bathroom. So it's self-contained. The maid's room is a bit small, as you can see. But the good thing with it, it's self-contained, yeah? So the maid has her room or his room, and they can have their privacy. So here I was just showing the engineer to correct a tile under that door that was damaged. So he actually removed it and corrected that tile. So mainly I come in and do my final checkup. I check everything, like practically everything. Even the engineers sometimes wonder how I see some things because there are things they don't see and me, I will see it. So I check everywhere, the ceiling, the taps, the water flow. I check basically everything, the tiles. I will flush the toilet to see whether it flushes well. You get it? So I am that critical checker, if I may say. So I check everything because I'm the client's eyes. Yeah. If the client is happy, I am happy. And if I'm happy with it, that means the client will also be happy. I will check even under. I will bend and check. I've checked the water pressure in the kitchen. I go outside the balconies and make sure everything is okay. I check the ceiling to make sure the paint is okay. Of course, our engineer Ronald is there with me so that in case there is anything to work on, he notes it down and gets it corrected before we schedule for the client to come and take their house or to take their key. So let's continue looking around this. So I'll check the locks, the doors, everything to make sure it is perfect. Yeah, I'll try everything. The locks have to lock well. The sliding doors have to slide properly. I'll check everything, basically everything. The tiles. And of course, by the time we reach this stage, we have done a lot of shouting with the engineers. But we eventually get the product, yeah, because the aim is to make sure that the client is happy. Yeah, they have got what they want. You get. So I basically check everything, as you can see. I want everything spot on, yeah, so that it's all about, it goes back to customer retention, yeah. If your work is good and the client is happy, then that means they'll come back or they'll refer someone to you, and probably they'll buy more property from you. They'll refer someone to buy from you. So I'm very keen about before handover checks because I put in a lot of work. Everything, the wall has to be, if there is a dirt on the wall, you will have to paint it. Sometimes Ronald looks at me and like, what's up with this lady? Ronald is our developers engineer. Eh? So of course we have the developers engineer and then the contractors engineer. So both of them have to be with me when I'm checking the units so that they note. The developers engineer has to note what to correct, and of course what has to note what to correct and follows up with the contractor's engineer, yeah, so that we have everything in order, we don't miss out anything. So when the client comes in, everything in order. So here I was telling him this is the yaka meter. I was just advising him to hang it up on the wall properly so that it's neat, yeah, which he did. It looked really nice. So everything, basically everything has to be in order before the customer is scheduled for the handover. So when the client comes in, when the unit is ready and we schedule the client, they come also check. And in case they see something we missed, of course, they'll let us know, and then we of course work on it. And we also know that the client, before someone stays in the house, we know that there are things they will notice when they are already inside the house. So we give them 1 year defect liability period. That means within that 1 year, in case you notice anything that was our fault, we come back and work on it, yeah. So we really do our checks very well. We do, like the way you're seeing me, my eyes are moving everywhere. At that point, there is no mistake that will escape my eyes. So here, after checking everything, of course, I have to come and discuss it with our engineers. The guy in the striped shirt is JR, the contractor's engineer, and then the other one in the yellow shirt is Ronald, our developers engineer. So I discuss with all of them, and so that we can meet our targets, yeah. So here we're discussing that I need these handovers, how can we meet the targets? Of course, also them, they had their own complaints, which they were telling me that if we are to give you those houses, we will need this corrected, the other corrected. We are limited in this area. Of course, we discuss it. The three of us have to work together in order to have even one unit handed over, yeah. So, but they are quite cooperative, and we work well together. So we eventually discuss and come through to ensure that we come through with the targets and hand over the units to the clients, yeah. So yeah, so after all that discussion, record keeping is very important. I come to my office car and do some paperwork. So I'll do some paperwork, and then when I'm done, I'm off to other things. So basically that's what I do. I come in, you see, when you're building something and it reaches a point when the person constructing the property reaches a standstill and they see the property is not moving, yeah, for them, in their eyes, since they have moved it from the ground, the foundation up to the finishing, they have painted what, now it's very hard to continue from that point. So that's the point where I come in. So I come in to try to give them the zeal, to give them the push, to make sure they do the quality we want, yeah, to do the quality assurance. So when people see me on site, they don't like me so much because I make them do small things, yeah. To the contractor, they see it as small things, like a scratch on the wall, a dart on the wall. They see it as a small thing. But to a client, so I look at things from the client's point of view. To a client, that is something really big. So I have to make sure those things are sorted, yeah. Real estate, my work is something I love to do. It's not only a job, but it's fun. I do real estate like it's a hobby, yeah. I do real estate like it's a hobby because hobbies are things you like to do, yeah. So I read about real estate, everything real estate. I just love it, yeah. Because I just fell in love with the industry. I don't know what it is about real estate that I fell in love with, but I'm just so in love with the real estate industry, especially. But I think we can do more with the real estate industry in Uganda. There's still so much untapped potential in Uganda in the real estate industry, which I think can really do well. But we are trying, but there is still so much to engage the market on, as far as real estate is concerned. And mainly my area of expertise is in the condominium section of real estate, because I work with a condominium real estate developer. So I quite know a lot about the condominium industry. So most of the time, you have a client who you come to a point where you have a client who wants their house but it's not yet ready, and they are finished paying for it 100%. So now it's my job to ensure that that house is ready. So I was trying to discuss with my engineers here, as you saw them in that video. These are my two good friends, Engineer Ronald and Engineer JR. So I was trying to negotiate with them, yeah, to give me the number of houses that I need. I give them a certain target. I need these houses this week. Then they try to tell me, no, we can't give you that. We have a lot of work. We do this. But remember, me, I cannot tell a client that your house is not ready. What. I have to work at a certain speed to ensure that they get their house as soon as possible, as long as they're finished paying for it. Yeah, it's really annoying to keep a client waiting for a house they're finished paying for. So I come in to ensure, to try to ensure that the houses are ready, the client is handed over to the house. Yeah. So normally what I do is I come in, organize the house, ensure it is working well, give the contractor, the engineer, of course there is the developer's engineer and the contractor's engineer, like I explained in the video. So I speak to both of them to give me what I want, yeah. Because if they don't do what I want, definitely the client will also not be happy, yeah. So and we want the client to be happy so that they can give us more business, yeah. If the client is not happy with the house, they will not buy. They will not buy the next time, or it takes a lot of convincing to make them buy again. So we really would like to do a good job. So this is where I come in to ensure that quality assurance is 100%. Yeah. Sorry for the background noise. I'm driving, so and no, it's not a very busy road, so I'm not in danger. I can drive well as I speak. So basically that's what I do, and it's an industry that is filled with men. So normally when they see me coming in as a lady, they say, this one is a lady. They will what? But I'm not easy at all. I'm a lady, but I'm not easy. By the time we are finished with the project, all of them are talking about me, yeah? By the time we are finished with the project, they're like, that one, she complains about the smallest things. I have to, because I have to see the things from the client's point of view, yeah? If you think a small dot on the wall is nothing, how will the client think? You get? So I have to put all that into consideration. That's why I come in hard. Yeah? I come in hard. My fellow engineers, they know themselves. I come in hard to ensure that if my eyes like it, the client will like it. Yeah. So my engineers, the one I work with, for our contractors and for the developer, please, let's work together. Let's work as friends. Engineer Derek. So that is it. That's mainly what I do. It's quite as a lady in this industry, it's I must say it's I don't want to say it's challenging, because it depends on what you're doing. But to me, because I love what I do, it's passion, yeah. It comes easy. Yeah, that's the word I think. Because I love what I do, it comes out easy. The real estate I do comes out easy. You get? So I do everything with love, with passion. I don't have to be pushed to do something. Everything, I do it as per what I need to do. So basically that's what I do. Of course, on the sides, I also do property management. Besides working for the developer, I also do property management. Of course, when these properties are built and the developer is out, the owners will need a good property manager, someone who knows what they are doing, yeah, and someone who will not overcharge. My God, I don't know what is this with Ugandans. Please, our fellow property managers, stop overcharging our fellow Ugandans. These people struggle to get money. So these people struggle to get money. Let's give them reasonable prices for the condominium or any property management. Yeah, especially the condominium property. Yeah, they are not as wealthy as the commercial. One thing I've noticed with the real estate industry, especially in the property management section, there is a lot of mediocrity. That is the word. I think there is a lot of mediocrity. Yeah? Someone just moves from somewhere and say, I'm a property manager, I can manage this property. You people, you need experience to do this thing. You need hands-on experience to do, especially condominium property managers. Yeah, call some of us and we tell you what to do, so that you don't ruin the property. Yeah, you hand over property to a community when it's shining, it's glittering, and then 2 years down the road you come back and the property is a mess. Typical mess. It's not nice, people. It's not nice at all. Let's hire people who know what they are doing. Yeah? Let's hire property managers who can take care of our properties, who know what they are doing. So yeah, that is it for me. Thank you for working with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do so.